Hey everybody, welcome back to Celeste. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Today we are tackling Chapter 6 of our Let's Play series, and that is going to be Reflection. Let's see what we get into. Oh man. Did you know it is impossible to outrun your own reflection? I did know that. I haven't really thought about it though, because it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. But, you know, one has to face their reflection, right? We have to face ourselves. I'm excited for this episode. I think we're going to get even more story, you know, more character. Just having a grand old time. Theo, you're awake. Man, like the last 2 episodes, we've just really been honing in on the like Madeline and Theo time, you know? Am I? I'm skeptical. You know, you can never know on this mountain. Like half the time you're having a dream. I had a messed up nightmare. Yeah, about that. Oh yeah, that was not a dream. That actually happened. Right? Wait. Oh, yep. It's all coming back to me now. That actually happened. Sure did. Thanks for getting us out of there. I'm glad we were in it together. I don't know if I could have done that alone. Oh. So this is actually kind of wild because for the first time in the game I have dialogue options, but also it's like for Theo. So let's go for what's really going on here. Clearly this isn't a normal mountain. What's really going on here? I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. Well, to be fair, she didn't know that that was real back then. She thought it was a dream. A part I'm not very proud of. Yes, yes, Madeline, dig into your psyche. I swear I dreamt it. You think the mountain made her real? Yeah. She's been haunting me the whole time. She lashed out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out. And she was there, in the temple. Why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone into that temple if I knew that this mountain was capable of. Oh, if I knew what this mountain was capable of. I tried to stop you. You could have mentioned that your demon doppelganger was on the loose. That's funny. Demon doppelganger. What a name. Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. I didn't even believe myself. Okay, okay. I understand. Next time, just talk to me, though. I promise I'll believe you. Okay. Dude, I love how, like, Madeline and Theo have just become, like, such fast friends. Like, they literally just met, like, days ago, if even, and they're already kind of, like, you know, they've got some camaraderie. Oh, okay, so it's just, like, all the options. Well, we're doing a story-focused playthrough, so we doing all the options. Let's do... How long was I out for? It must have been a few hours. Man, what a ride. Tell me about it. Are you okay? I mean, aside from the existential crisis? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me. Honestly? You remind me of my sister. That's adorable. So is his sister Alex, or is that somebody else? What's she like? Oh, you'd love her. Actually, you might not get along at first. This is like so true. I feel like for like depending on your personality, some people would do really well with another version of themselves, and other people like don't mesh with people too similar to them at first. But you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. Literal? She's a musician? That's so cool. Okay, she's not literally a literal rock star. Okay. You know, Theo would be one to use that word technically incorrectly. Alex is just amazing at everything. Okay, yeah, that's Alex. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Huh, that's an interesting field. Wow. How do I remind you of her? I feel like there's a bit of insecurity here. I feel like she's nervous about what the answer to this question might be. You both live so deep inside your own heads. Classic. Yeah, I can relate. Oh. Alex has this amazing internal compass. Yeah, you know, there's gifts to it, right? It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be. I can see that in you too. I wish I could say the same for myself. Yeah, see, that's an interesting thought. Like, Theo is definitely not somebody who seems to live deeply in his own head, but it's interesting that as a person who like doesn't worry as much about things, he would have this fear of like, because he's not so deep inside his head, he's maybe not as connected to himself as he maybe perceives Alex and or Madeline to be. So he maybe worries about whether or not he has that internal compass. Pros and cons to all personalities, right? Who do you think built the temple? It looks ancient. It must predate everything else on the mountain. The resort, the ruins, the city. There's a lot of history here. Yeah. This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. I'm starting to understand why that crazy old lady lives here. Yeah, true. You ran into her too? What's her deal? I think she's just a mean person. I don't think so. I think she's just a funny old lady. That's all I can say for Granny, dude. But she does seem pretty content living out here. Okay. Thank you for believing in me back there. Thank you, Theo. For believing in me back there, I mean. Believing in you was the easy part. Aw, what a sweet thing to say. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless, stuck in that thing. You actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your support. Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her? Are you kidding me? You're the one who's dead set on climbing this mountain. I don't know, Theo, you've made it up as far as I have so far. And you don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing this mountain anyways? You're right, I don't even know why. I just had to get out of my head. I'm stuck in a cycle. You're preaching to the choir here. I've had many a soul-destroying day job. Haven't we all, dude? Work is fine, actually. I'm going crazy. I can't stop thinking about that... Wait, what? I can't stop thinking about dumb crap that doesn't matter. Ah, okay. Yeah. Classic introvert problems. My brain fixates on these stupid things that happened forever ago. Okay, trauma? Like, I don't really think about this game as being like a story of trauma per se, as much as it is like just mental health in general, but I don't know, what things? I should be over them. Yeah, we all know that feeling, right? None of it even matters. It matters to you, Madeline. It matters to me. I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it together. I'm sorry, that's pretty rough stuff. Can I help? You're already helping. It feels good to say it out loud. Vampire. You don't talk to anyone about it? No, not really. My mom knows I get depressed and have panic attacks. That's about it. No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything? I drink mostly. Dude, I forgot about this. I forgot that line was in this game. That's funny. And get mad at people on the internet. Dude, that's a death trap. That's why I'm off social media, dude. I can't. The outrage machine? Save it, man. How about you? What brought you to the mountain? I'm just kind of bumming around. Classic Theo. As usual. I started this new job in Seattle. I thought I finally knew what I was supposed to be doing with my life. But I hated it. So I quit after a week and hoped. So I quit after a week and hopped a bus to Canada. I just felt this urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how flaky that sounds. It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. You know, and Theo, it also kind of sounds like you're following your bliss, like you're following a voice inside you that just said do something, and you just kind of had the audacity to just do it. So I have to actually respect that more than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. Not really. Everyone is so patient with me. Though I guess I am putting a lot of pressure on myself. I wouldn't have expected that for Theo. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear that isn't the problem. Okay. I'm just worried that I'll never figure out where I'm going. Oh, okay, so that's the pressure. It's the not knowing his path. You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now. Yeah, dude, I love that. Maybe. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Would you mind talking about what depression is like? And one more thing before we open this line of dialogue, something that's worth mentioning just as we're like playing this game. This game's like 8 years old. This game came out at a time, I would say, before therapy was like super mainstream. So it's kind of worth mentioning that like, this is why I think this game originally held so much meaning to so many people, was that for a lot of people, the way this game approaches like depression and anxiety as things that we can just talk about, I think for the time that it came out, that alone was kind of profound, at least for some people. Like therapy was becoming more popular, but it wasn't quite in like the mainstream consciousness yet. So I just have a deep appreciation for this. It sucks. Fair point. Yeah, but what does it feel like? You see what I mean? Like this like honest conversation, like not with the pressure to push it one way or the other, but just like, just be open about like descriptively, like what is it like, you know? Alex struggles with it too. I really want to understand. We can talk about something else if you want. Also, that's good, you know? Consent. It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it feels just out of reach no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. Yeah, I'm like so curious, like if I could ask my own questions, I would want to know like when did you first start feeling this way, and like what was happening in your life at the time that started, and you know, how has this feeling shown up at like multiple points in your journey? How has it shaped you and affected you? It just took something hurtful to bring it out. Okay. There must be something wrong with me. No, dude, like this is like super normal. Like this is just like how it works. You know what I mean? Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault. I guess I thought that I could, I don't know. I'm just floating in this abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping that I find something. That's really why I'm here. But I can't escape myself. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. Yeah. A theme well captured in this game. Maybe this is all pointless. Madeline, you just saved my life. That's not pointless. Yeah. Okay. Look, you're a good person. Thank you, Theo. I've been trying to say this to Madeline the whole game. You're a little intense, but you're a good person. I think you're just trying to push out of that rut that you're stuck in. And that's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain. Yeah. Maybe. That's helpful. This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory. So you think I'm stuck with her forever? Well, she's stuck with you too. That's not helpful. Oh, but it is, Madeline. But it is! So you want to destroy this part of you. Yeah, this is what I was saying the last episode. She's trying to destroy part of herself, and like that's part of the problem. Won't that hurt you too? Oh, dude, like, I swear, I like legitimately forgot that all of this was in the game. So like, I'm not like cheating by making these predictions like when I did, but like it's crazy to me how like, yeah, just like, I feel like I must have just learned and internalized the lessons of Celeste in real life, like in my own therapy journey that we don't need to get into. So I feel like for me, this game is just so intuitive and like, yeah, they're like making all the same points that I wanted to make. I thought I was going to have to do heavy lifting myself, but they're just doing it for me. Anyway, won't that hurt you too? If I don't, she's just going to keep bullying me. Well, she says she's protecting me, but that's obviously not true. Maybe she thinks she is. Jeez, man, they've really they did a better job with this game than I even remembered. Like, in my memory, the biggest thing they did was just like talk about these issues. I had no recollection of them actually going to like the level of, I think, therapeutic nuance that we tend to understand much better today. This is just so well done. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism. Yeah, accurate. Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. And that is a fair point. Like, that's a fair problem. I hate it. Maybe you can learn to control her instead. Or sort of learn to, like, I would say, like, negotiate with her in a way. Like, if I can just, since we're just having this full dialogue anyway, my kind of solution, air quotes, like, my solution to the problem that we've been describing throughout this series, the problem of, like, this tension between you and yourself, generally is kind of what I alluded to in the last episode, which is we have to reject the like negative self-talk, reject the lies that your unpleasant emotions are feeding you, while accepting the part of you that feels that emotion and the emotion itself. So I don't think it's really about learning to control those parts of us, but it's more like learning to accept that they are there, learning to kind of embrace like, okay, there's part of me that feels anxious. There's part of me that feels nervous or doubtful of whether or not I can achieve this ambition. But maybe that part of me, you know, isn't there to hurt me, isn't there to prevent me from working towards my goals. Maybe that part of me is just there to say, hey, let's actually be careful in the way that we do this, because there is actual danger here. And we should be cautious as a means of not self-hate, but self-preservation. You know, we could work together to achieve these goals. So again, I don't think it's about control, but I do think it's about like conversation and dialogue between the different aspects of ourselves. The feather helps a lot. Thanks for teaching me that. Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom. Dude, old people, man, they're just such a resource. Are you close to your grandpa? Yeah, I was. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. That's just how it is. Man. Sad. All I can do is stay positive. And live a meaningful life, because that's what he would want. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Theo. Thanks. What else did you learn from your grandpa? So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste Mountain. Man, they're like both chasing their legacies here. He always said that this place changed his life. Oh, so he came here too. After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized how close I was to it. I felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said that the mountain was special. Do you think he went through the temple like us? Do you think he understood the power of the mountain? He never talked about what happened here. I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. I don't know, that kind of comes out of nowhere. His experience was probably less violent. He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here. Alright, hopefully we're getting towards the end here. I kinda wanna press forward, you know? But I'm still happy. Why not take a vacation instead? What do you mean? Dude, you needed a change, so you chose to climb a mountain? Why not something relaxing instead? Yeah, that's just not Madeline's style. Go to Hawaii, or like, take a bath. I guess I feel like I need to accomplish something. Yeah, dude, that's like what I was saying in like the first or second episode. Like, she's got that thing she kind of needs to like prove to herself that she's capable. It sounds like you have enough on your plate already. I don't know though, like I actually kind of agree with Madeline's decision. Like, the pressure she puts on herself is not great, but I do feel like there is something inherently healthy to, I don't know, like especially if you have depression, like putting yourself into a space of like doing something challenging, because like the last thing you want is to just be like, I don't know, like doom scrolling and bed rotting and like withering away. Like I've been there, and it's so much better to like apply yourself to something if you have the capacity to do so. So I guess it is kind of extreme, but that's how I am. I need something to challenge me. Yeah, I respect Madeline for this. And I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me or nothing. All right. I want to remember this night. You know what? Oh, I know what she's gonna ask. I want to remember this night. Let's take a selfie. I thought you'd never ask. Aw, look at that! Cute friends! Friends! That's a really good picture too. I love that. Man. You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now. Wait a second. You're going to reach the summit tomorrow. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to put this all behind me. I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep. Okay, good night, Theo. Thanks for being cool. What can I say? It comes naturally. You know, true, Dad. Theo is just like so naturally cool.